Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Sleep, a member of Memes and Dreams and Quantum of StarCraft 14 here, coming at you with a PSO2 video. Now, why now? Of course, PSO2 launched, hopefully by the time this video goes up, 2 days ago, and I've been messing around with it a little bit. You can see I'm level 34, and I wanted to kind of get my hands dirty and into it before I came back and made some more videos about it, because I knew there were going to be a couple differences between the US and Japanese version. The most apparent of those so far seems to be, one, the market prices for things. Good lord, y'all are getting gouged over here. And two, the overall naming scheme and naming system of some stuff. I noticed a lot of photon art names are different, so that's just kind of going to be awkward to figure out. But what I really want to go over before some of y'all get really deep into this is how to not mess up your mag. So you can see right now we're in Franca's Cafe. That's going to be another part of this video. But we're going to look at the mag first. So you can see this is my mag here. Little beautiful mag. And I am leveling it up in range support. Obviously, that is range attack. Each level in range support or melee support or tech support that your mag has is one raw skill point to you. So by having this mag equipped, I get a plus 20 to my range attack stat. Now, you are going to want, unless you're some really weird player, to have your mag have all 200 levels, mag level cap is 200, into your respective support stat. So you're going to want it to either be, if you're like a hunter or a fighter, you're going to want it in melee. If you're a ranger or a gunner, you're going to want it in range, tech or force tech. But a lot of people do not know how to keep that dex level down. A lot of new players, I would imagine, have no idea how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it. It involves feeding your pet robot house furniture. I'm not making that up. Each rarity of house furniture functions differently, and it is the only the rarity that matters. So if I go over here, you can see I have a 4-star and a 6-star piece of furniture. The 4-star will reduce that dex level, reduce that XP bar on dex, and increase the melee level. The 6-star will do it for tech. It will increase the tech level, decrease the dex level, and you can infer that the 5-star will decrease the dex and increase the range support level. That is 100% accurate. So what you're going to want to do, if you have the capital or you just have the loot, if you're further than me, great job by the way, and you're just raking in 7, 8, 9-star drops, feed those weapon types to your mag. Pump that stat up. As soon as you get close to getting a dex level, never go over, start feeding it furniture. It's awkward, it's janky, it is the best way to do it so you don't mess up your mag. Now we're going to move on to why we're in Franca's Cafe. The tutorial does an okay job at pushing you here, not stressing it enough. You need to come here, you need to get very familiar with it. Obviously, I've made it apparent I play PSO2 on a controller, so for me, I press that button to open up my quick menu. In the quick menu, there is obviously a shortcut to go to Franca's Cafe. Come here basically early and often. This girl right here will explain most of what I'm about to say. So if you've done Sophia's client orders, you're pretty well versed on this. If you haven't, or you just want a quick refresher, maybe a little more in-depth look, keep watching. We're going to go over it. What the biggest point that you come here for are skill rings. This is the biggest selling point of Franca's Cafe. The L skill rings are typically the most important ones. The right skill rings, most people are going to fall in one of two categories with it. You'll figure out where you lie. Most people are going to be using a ring you can't really build here. That's going to be a critical ring. I'll have to look at that a little bit later. But I'm going to use Gunners as the example. That is the class I play. It's my favorite class. We're going to be looking at the skill ring you should go for immediately. And that is Forward Stylish Roll. You want to come here and get this almost immediately. This fundamentally changes how you play the game, and we're going to go over exactly what you need and how to get it and what it means for the skill ring. So this again is explaining some client orders, but we're going to go really over it here for Gunners specifically. Take this and apply it to any other class. You can look at like Stationary Mark. You can see you need a Vopal Rock. Vopal Rock, a Floating Facility Termaline, and a Lambda Grinder to make this. You're going to find some rings, look at the target items. That's what you need to purchase it. Don't get lost in the purchase price. So, let's say you want this forward stylish roll ring. You have the resources, you make it. Great. There's an XP bar. So what the XP bar does is, as of course you level up, get XP, the ring gets XP. Eventually, gunners specifically, you're going to want to get a forward stylish roll and a time after time ring. And you're going to want to eventually get these both up to level 20. That's the cap on the ring. The reason you're going to want to do that is because there's a composite ring that is both of those rings combined. You get both effects. You can roll forward and keep on high time. It's incredible. Probably the best ring in the game. And until 12-star units are really easy to get, and really easy to get at plus 35, or you can slot in an additional left ring, this will probably be the ring every single gunner in the world that kind of knows what they're doing is rocking. You're going to want to get this. Also, leveling up your ring, that enhancement level, increases the power of the effect it has. So, higher ring, better effect. Now, the way you would get those resources, the various resource for that front stylish roll ring, forward stylish roll, is a Nefarious Rock Forest Emerald. You're going to go down to the planet Nefarious, and you're going to mine. Basically, you're going to harvest those green areas, the ones with the pickaxe. I'll show you what I mean. Here we are in the forest area. This is what I'm talking about. In order to get those Nefarious rocks and forest crystals, you're going to come here and you're going to use just your normal pickaxe. You don't need to worry about this exceptional or this good. The normal pickaxe is plenty. You might have to swing at it a couple times. I'm going to explain what this menu means. So you can see up here you have harvest stamina. 100 is the default value. There's no real way to get it over 100. You're going to always be at 100. Each action takes 10 stamina. Now, you see these available gathering achievements. Each time you complete one of these, you will get a stamina reset, essentially. If you're going to go back up to 100 stamina minimum, you might go a little bit over. So it's really easy to keep going. Sometimes you'll also trigger what's called a harvest fever. That is where the spot will have infinite harvest times. You can see it says harvest spot 3 times left. During a fever, you can hit the same spot again and again and again. And your rare harvest rate is also up. All the rare harvest rates are up right now due to the Windows 10 launch event. Stuff is kind of easy to get. So you're going to want to come here and just keep hammering it till you get those Nefarious rocks and those forest emeralds. Don't be satisfied by just getting the ones you need to make the ring, and I'll show you why now. In order to enhance the level of your skill rings, you're going to have to take them to the item lab here. This is obviously in the shopping center. Right here, you're either going to see Dudu or Monica. One of the two, either work. You're going to go to the advanced items, or the enhanced items. You go over to your skill ring tab. So if I look at forward stylish roll and I click on it, you can see it says items required. To attempt to level it up, I'm going to need 3 Nefarious rocks, 5 grinders, 30,000 Meseta. So you're going to have to keep, in order to keep leveling up, you're going to have to keep going back to get these resources from those mining areas. So the way that those resources work, I should have said this there, I'll say it now. You get 1 stamina back every 3 minutes. So you can do the math yourself, but it means 300 minutes is required to get all 100 stamina back, or once every 6 hours. Kind of basic. You don't have to do it once every 6 hours, but you want to go back there fairly often, usually at the start or at the end of your play session. Go down to the planet you're working on the ring for, hammer it out, and then you're free to log off. You need to stockpile these resources, man, because you're going to fail a lot of these grinds, and you really, really want to get these rings up as fast as you can, because they have a huge impact on how effective you are, especially going into late game. And the worst thing is that you are stuck waiting on rings in order to get the most out of your build.
Come back soon.
Something that might elude someone who's not really looking for it is where exactly you equip these skill rings I'm talking about. It is, of course, on your Equip Armor tab. Down here at the bottom, you can equip a left ring and a right ring. That about does it for what I wanted to go over in this video. Again, I have been asleep. You can find me on Ship 3. I'm going to typically be active. I'll be grinding a bunch of hard, very hard, and hopefully super hard content. Get myself up in those levels. You're free to message me If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you're confused about anything I said in this video, I promise you I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.